Yes, hope you're enjoying yourself there at home. Mr. T, that's how you start a show. Thank you very much.
We apologize for the...
Oh, for the Kidogo. Yeah, Kidogo. Probably Kidogo problem with the sound right there. But right now, as promised earlier, we're going to put a face to these guys that we read their blogs and websites every single day, you know. I'm talking about SDE, Pressplay, and Gafla. These guys are in studio, and I'm going to give them a chance to introduce themselves. Who could we start? The ladies. Ladies go first.
I'm Jumbi Mungai. I am the manager of SDE, Standard Digital Entertainment.
Karibu sana.
My name is Chimwani Obiajulu Tuna Khasiani.
Excuse me, sir.
Tongue twister there. I'm from Gafla. I represent
Just
Gafla.
repeat your name once again, bro.
Chimwani Obiajulu Tuna Khasiani.
Where is that from?
Luya and Igbo.
Oh, okay. Right, easy. And last but not least here.
Yeah, that sounded Nigerian. Willie Brandt, Pressplay.
Kabisa, karibuni sana. These are the guys who've been giving you 4-on-1s on what's been happening in the gossip world, you know, the local entertainment scenes and the like. And Trashukuru sana having you guys here. Real quick tweets.
Thanks for having us over.
Rumors are big in Kenya. Do you guys confirm rumors? Maybe we start with you, Njami.
Always. For us, especially being part of a media house, rumors have to be confirmed. We have to certify our sources so that we can give the best and most credible information to our people.
There's a huge misconception that Gafla deals with rumors. We always have a saying at the office, rumors watch a daily post. Gafla is credible, 100% credible.
Shots fired!
No, but that's the thing. That's the thing. I'm on my Drake vibe. No new friends this year. No new friends. I'm not trying to make friends.
Yeah.
Let's just state it as it is. The best thing about Gafla, however, is that because we do not have any bureaucracy, we are better than SDE.
Bro. You just say that and we're right here. Okay, Willie, let's hear what you got.
No, I was just about to say backstage was crazy.
Yeah, it was crazy. It was full of back and forth, yeah?
Yeah, but we call it more of gossip, but we always call.
You always call.
We always confirm, counter check.
Okay.
Before we go.
Okay, we've talked about rumors. How original is this content that we read on SDE? SDE is from a very prominent media house that's there right now. It's one of the leading content providers that's there. How original is this content? Okay,
first off, we have to put in mind that we have bigger connections. We have people in Pulse, we have people in Nairobi. So the stories that we get are from a wider range of sources. So we have to go in
very reliable sources. Sources that have established themselves over the years. So I can quite honestly say that it is credible. It is credible. Yeah. Now, since you come from actually a journalist, I mean a home of journalists, right?
Yes.
It is. Gafla.
I agree.
It's another business.
I agree with what she's saying. Yeah, Gafla is a business.
Yeah.
It's a business first and foremost. It was started by Baba Gafla, Mr. Majani, Samuel Asaba Majani. Shout out to him. He decided he wants to hire crazy people.
Yeah, you're being one of them, the guy in the Retro 6.
Indeed. Now the thing is, we are always one step ahead because we get news from the source. That's the thing.
How do you get that news from the source?
People reach out to us. Like when I did the story about allegedly Oliech pulling a gun on you.
Oh, come on.
Allegedly.
Did I reach out to you?
You didn't reach out to us, but other people that were at the scene reached out to us. And that's the thing.
Okay.
When that happened,
we'll come back to that story. Let's just have Willie telling us about how original his content is.
Actually, that story for Oliech pulling a gun on one of your people, I think it brought the story first.
You were the first to run it. Yeah.
Okay, now we're having an argument. The thing is this, we're asking about how original this content that you put on Pressplay is.
We try to make it really original, but we have a problem. Whenever you put a story, after like 10 minutes to see it running on another blog, and they don't get credits, they don't even mention. That's the only problem we're having, I think.
Okay. So certified, out of that small debate that we just had, SDE sounds like the one who comes up with the most original diced up content from sources of journalism. I'm not taking sides here. I'll go to another question. We'll come back to this. Copy pasting. Copy pasting. It's ridiculous out there. I see the same story, but small things have changed over the stories. What is this? What the distortion of information online? Why is that?
First off, and especially in the media industry, and this happens even with the mainstream media, is that you might see a story on CNN, for example, and you've not heard it yourself. So the point is, you take it and take another angle, pursue it, get more credibility, and add more content to it.
Okay.
That happens across even the entertainment websites that we have here. Now the problem is there's no crediting. There's no crediting, and that is a
Is there a
major
solution to
problem.
that?
Yes, there are
Just
lawsuits.
credit it.
There are lawsuits.
There are lawsuits
They're
right
in
now
place
since the
for
Kicker
that.
law is in.
Yes, and it's very simple, honestly. The basic rules of journalism. Again, some entertainment websites may not be by journalists, but there are rules that are there that have to be followed. There's no way you can take intellectual property and paste it on your site and not say that I got it from whoever.
That's nice.
Yeah.
Gafla.
Actually, on that one, we are 100% in agreement. I believe in crediting and
So
being
you
credited.
play along
and
the
I
Kicker
always
law
tell people,
rules,
I
yeah?
always tell people, don't tell me about other people. Pull up my articles. You will always find that I've credited. I credit
Okay,
everyone.
you credit.
Yeah, I credit people.
Okay.
The few times that I don't, as soon as I'm alerted to, that slight, I correct things. I rectify everything.
Does your research go as far as only Instagram and tweets?
Yes.
Yes,
That's how we get exclusives that SD doesn't have, Pulse doesn't have. That's how we get exclusives that Press Play doesn't have.
Okay, Press
No, but
Play.
I'll appreciate your game. You guys are also on top of your game. But at this, we are the kings. And at the end of the day, I'm even seeing Giuliani's on set. Yo, you can ask him when he gets here.
Yeah.
Whether or not the story is negative or positive, I will call you. I will call you.
On your personal thing.
I will, yes.
Okay.
I will call you.
Really? Where do we get all these things from? We have a research team on Press Play.
I have a research team, but what really helps me is that I happen to know a lot of people that have been in the game for
Yeah,
me. We grew up with most of these guys.
Okay.
Shafi, Prezo, Solo, Solo used to be at STV then. So what normally happens is you have you're connected.
Yeah. So
Connected.
any story
They're like
that
my
comes
personal
up
friends.
on Press Play is something that's
Very, very credible.
very connected.
Yeah, and most of the times I have to call a guy of mine and tell him, boss, we're gonna beat you up on this, but you have to have a thick skin.
We'll come to the negative sides on these blogs and websites. We have a very tough law that has just been passed, yeah? The Kicker law. You know what you guys are facing if at all any story that has been, removed faces or any false allegations. Do you guys have that in mind, Njambi?
Yes, of course. As again, being part of a media house, it affects us directly. But I think it's also important for other people who are not journalists to realize that it will still affect
It
them.
will still affect any other
There's
person.
no way you can put something that is defamatory and you go scot-free because you're not a journalist. So I think other entertainment sites and other writers need to put this into mind.
Gafla.
All right, let's get a bit cerebral. Let's dissect that law. The law says everything that is reported needs to be balanced. That means you need to get both sides of the coin.
Okay.
It needs to be fair, a fair representation. And as soon as you realize that you made a mistake, you use the same medium to apologize.
Okay.
Yeah? And you make sure that it's known that you made an error.
So it's a plus and minus.
It's a
If you
plus and minus.
only if you apologize.
It's a plus and minus, because at the end of the day, if you apologize, the backhand of this is that you lose credibility. Yeah. However, the thing is, you also need to understand that the law, from what I've seen of it, what I've read of it, it's still a cake. It still mainly deals with, like print, analog. Yeah, more than it does what's online.
Okay.
When it comes to what's online, the Constitution only covers it as far as Facebook, and that's hate speech, yeah, and tribalism.
Okay.
Defamation is still up to date. It is still a very sketchy. It's still a very sketchy legal area.
Yeah.
However,
Guys can try play around in and
Gafla
still
is
be
based
safe there.
on principles. People keep telling me that you're not a journalist. No, I'm not a journalist. I keep telling people I prefer to think of Gafla as a business.
What are you?
We are businessmen.
Okay, it's been we'll
However,
come to how you guys generate your revenue, but right now let me throw it back to Press Play for a minute. We were talking about these laws. Is your website a shield where you feel like you can just say anything that and still be comfortable because it's online and there are like millions of websites out there? It's a very big space. You can never get caught out there.
They say most bloggers just hide in their bedrooms and
blog all
just
day.
blog all day, writing things that they're not sure the repercussion.
Is that what we have on Press Play?
No.
No.
As we really, most of my writers are journalists who either used to work for these big media houses. So we have like really, really good ethics and stuff.
Okay, so ethics is rule number one. That's what I've gotten from all these avenues that you guys broadcast.
So like a lot of stories, whenever a lot of stories come, I'm like, no, you have to. It has to be credible. Call.
Easy. What's the solution to defamatory? Like most of the blogs that are there in Kenya, other than building our very own brands that we have within our celebrities and artists, most of them tend to always spill out the wrong and even maybe rumors that are there.
Sensitization. Because most of these people, like you said, have no idea when they're crossing the line. There's no way you can decide, Ian, I've had this story, I do not even call you, or you don't pick up my call, I'll put it up without any evidence whatsoever, and then come back and say, you know what, Ian said that's not true. You've already created the story that Ian was in this and this and this, yet you had no evidence. And you, by legal rights, you can go to courts and say, no, this is affecting my source of revenue, this is affecting my name. And most people have no idea how that works. So we need to be educated on how far you can go. When someone is having
and it comes with professionalism.
It
right?
comes with professionalism as well. Yes.
That's easy.
I like what the two of you have said. It's all about professionalism. But when there's a rumor created, most celebrities do this and say, is your solution? Go to Gafla.
Yeah.
We set the agenda, period.
Yeah.
That's why we are the best at what we do. However, we have principles. We believe, no. By the way, don't expect me to be modest. It's the truth. I'm always back.
You don't have a lot to be modest about. Nothing.
We are the best. Alexa ranks us as the best. Google ranks us as the best. Off the top of your head, pick our competitors. Off the top of your head.
SDE, most definitely.
No. SDE piggybacks off of Standard Online.
That's the industry you got yourself into.
No. Another thing, because hold on, because you piggyback off of Standard Online, you guys deal with politics, sports, international, local.
Okay. We won't go. We won't dice it up that much. Okay, let's go to something lighter. How do we generate revenue, you guys? Now, since you have your own website, how do we take money? How do we get to be this flashy and properly dressed?
Talk about one more thing.
Okay, one more thing before we come to my
Gafla
question.
says they're the best and stuff.
Yeah.
But they have so many lawsuits against them. The guys are always complaining and stuff. Press play, no one has gone to court and say, press play, you wrote something, this is about us.
Okay, no, real quick, I know we have like only 40 seconds to go to be on air. Let's talk about how we generate revenue. SDE, real quick, how do we get more money out
Adverts. We monetize our website.
Adverts, yeah?
Which is why it's very important to know the content that you put. I would like to address the nude pictures.
It's a big no-no on SD.
It's a big no-no because, of course you want advertisers. You want to reel in advertisers who want to be associated with brands.
You're talking about...
Exactly. So the more traffic you get, the more visitors we get, because we get crazy traffic, the more we charge them.
Okay, real quick. How do we generate revenue?
We generate revenue through advertising. We have various revenue streams, but the biggest so far has been advertising. And it's
what kind of advertising is this?
If you just open Gafla, even there's a site takeover. We're doing well in terms of that because of the traffic. And as far as the lawsuits go, I've never. Okay, fine, the lawsuits come through, but there's a term, frivolous. They never go far. Frivolous. They don't go anywhere.
First play is, actually, I'll have to take a break from this. It's going to be hard in here. Even the audience is so freaked out. Like, these are the guys that give us this content. Yes, these are the guys. And as you've heard, their content is actually reliable. And right now, we know there's a law that just kicked in, the liquor, Kicker. Clearly. Kicker law. And... which is very, very quite tricky, and if you mess up with it in the wrong ways, you might get yourself in a very, very wrong place that you don't want to get yourself into. Anyway, these are the guys who provide us content online. What are the challenges facing Gafla?
I guess for me, if I can talk about Gafla, one of the challenges that we face, people think that we are not professional. I think that was also brought up.
Yeah.
But now here's the thing. Everyone at Gafla is professional, such that when they leave, we have had incidences of people leaving us to go work for Scanad. That's one of the biggest advertisers.
Yeah, worldwide actually.
Yeah. Or I know about that in Africa. We are 100% professional.
Okay.
Another challenge is usually about retractions. Kenyan artists need to be professional. They usually say things and then they scamper when the heat kicks up. They scamper. By the way, I'm seeing our CEO has checked in. Salute Baba Gafla. Yeah. I just had to put that there. So this month,
So those are the challenges: retraction and guys, the misconception that you guys are not professional. Okay. Yeah.
The biggest challenge at Press Play is, you know, we are very original, fast. So we put up a story, and after 20 minutes, you look at other websites and they have it running.
So how is that challenging? Is it like it's?
That means you work so hard for someone
else to just
lazy
feed off
person
there.
to just sit there. Actually, that's why we call it your blogger's favorite blog.
Oh, okay.
Press Play.
Press Play. It is. What do you think of KOT before we wrap up?
Oh, those guys don't touch them.
Those guys are harsh, yeah.
You have to be on that good side.
Do you guys fuel the opinions?
Yeah, a lot of times.
Yeah.
A lot of times.
So majority wins.
Yes.
You're either with them or against them.
You have to
and you have to be with them.
You remember what they did to size 8?
I don't know. What did they do to size 8? I don't know what they did to size 8. But take it. All right, easy. Let's not go deep into that. Gafla. What do you guys think of KOT, man?
I have no love for KOT. However, I think that they are useful. They play a role.
Yeah?
I have no sympathies for KOT. I think that they are bullies. However, they are very, very useful.
It's the harshest place to be in this world.
Yes, but they keep not just celebrities, but even politicians in check.
Yeah?
So for that, and that alone, I love them.
So you can pat them back for
Everything else, no love lost.
Easy. SD, yeah.
Okay, for me, like he said, KOTs have mastered the art of bullying, which I think is very sad. KOT can be used for positive effects. There's no way you can pick on an individual and just turn them inside out from behind the screen. You have no idea. Yes, so I think KOT needs to style up, focus on issues that are either funny or progressive.
Or progressive, right? Yeah,
Yes.
I like that. And forget that online brevity that they try and show off out there. So maybe, okay, a few words maybe to the guys at home, and then we go back to music.
Okay.
SD.
Yes, SD is Standard Digital Entertainment. We're the entertainment portal that gives you more than just entertainment. We give you Crazy Monday, we give you The Nairobian, and of course the hottest rag in town, Pulse. So follow us on at SD Kenya, Twitter, Facebook, SD Kenya as well, and you'll find all the stories that you need.
Thank you very much. Come on. Yeah. Tim?
For everyone that logs on to Gafla, I love you. That's Gafla.co.ke. Mad love.
Yeah, it's Valentine's.
Mad love. No, I love you guys, yeah. And for those of us, or for those of you who don't read Gafla, you know, you're lost. I'd suggest that you click on Gafla.co.ke. We have the hottest stories, and we are the fastest to get them. Forget what anyone else says. We are the fastest and the most reliable.
Okay, chill. We can leave off the gas now.
The guys who log on Gafla should check out the dopest website.
So you're borrowing their viewers to press play?
Actually, I'm not. We're the dopest.
Yeah.
It's just that Gafla probably started a few years earlier.
Yeah, they have a head start.
They have a head start. They're big brothers. Big shout out. But we are the dopest. Have a look. Gafla builds socialites. We build artists.
Yeah.
Okay.
Socialites. Wow. That's another thing we'd have talked about, but sadly we don't have time for that.
We build artists.
Stay tuned, guys. Julian is gonna be right here talking about his new. Yeah. You wanna say something?
He's one of our favorite.
Okay, we'll talk about it. We'll talk about that later on. Just stay tuned. Julian is going to be right here. Remember, keep your requests coming in. 22155 is the SMS line. Twitter's Straight Up Live with a double S. Facebook fan page. Please continue liking that page and convince a friend to like it too. We'll be getting all these stories there, right? It's Straight Up Live with a hyphen between the 8 and U.